From the studios of Books in Motion, this is Damon Abdallah reading The Ride-Along, Book 5 in the Charlie-316 series by Frank Zafiro and Colin Conway. Now, let's begin. Part 1. The Ride. If today people suddenly truly understood policing, tomorrow there'd be twice as many cops on the street and 3 times as many people volunteering to help them. Spokane Police Chief Robert Baumgardner.
If people truly understood policing today, they would defund the police tomorrow.
Spokane Mayor Margaret Patterson. Chapter 1. Lee. Officer Lee Salter rapped on the frame of the open office door. "You wanted to see me, Sarge?" Sergeant Jamie Gelibert leaned back from her computer to look sideways at him. She waved him inside. Her short brown hair was slightly mussed as if she'd just run her fingers through it.
"Shut the door."
Lee did as he was told, racking his brain to think why he was getting called into the sergeant's office, or what anyone could possibly be upset with him about. He came up empty, but that didn't mean trouble wasn't still waiting for him. It was the nature of the job these days. Gelibert seemed to sense his trepidation.
"Relax. It's not bad."
Then after a moment she added,
"Well, not exactly."
Lee cocked his head slightly, unsure what to make of that. He waited dutifully for the sergeant to continue. Gelibert spun in her chair to face him directly.
"You've got a writer tonight."
"I had one last week. One of the mayor's executive assistants, some woman named Jean."
"I know. It's not your turn in the rotation yet, but I need you on this one, Lee."
"Why?" Gelibert rested her elbow on the desk.
"You know the chief's trying to open things up, right? With all that's going on, he's trying to make the department more transparent to the public."
All that's going on. What an understated euphemism. The policing world was essentially on fire these days, more so than he'd ever seen in his 14-year career. Like always, some of the uproar centered on national incidents that somehow still had local repercussions. But lately, Spokane had endured its share of controversial events as well. "You mean Garrett?" Lee said. "It's like we can't shake that stink." Even though it happened more than 2 years ago, the community still reeled from the dark events surrounding the Tyler Garrett scandal. Garrett, a former police officer, was now serving a long prison sentence for murder. Chief Baumgardner had done everything he could to distance the department from him, but those efforts proved futile. The public remembered. It didn't help that throughout Garrett's career, SPD featured him extensively in a public relations role. He'd literally been the poster child for the department. So when he broke bad, the connection was hard to sever in the public's mind. Sergeant Gelibert crossed her arms.
"I get the feeling the new mayor doesn't want us to be rid of that stink. Not till she's put her stamp on it, anyway."
The new mayor, Margaret Patterson, had positioned herself as the one who would clean up the agency and make it ours again. She embraced the ongoing consent decree with the Department of Justice and praised DOJ's efforts to bring the police department's culture in line with today's values. Needless to say, the mayor wasn't popular among those who wore the badge, Lee among them.
"Doesn't hurt her brand," Lee said, "or make it harder to bargain with the union either."
Gelibert puffed out her cheeks.
"Best to stay out of politics when you can, Lee."
"I'd be happy to if politics would stay out of my job." She smiled thinly.
"Fair point. But the chief is on board with this mission of transparency, so we're the ones who get to carry it out."
"I saw something about the transparency thing on the news. And Mundy had a councilman ride with him a couple weeks ago, too." Gelibert frowned.
Monday, she muttered. "That wouldn't have been my choice."
Lee didn't have to ask why. The perennially dour officer hadn't seemed like a great candidate to him either.
"Anyway," Gelibert said, "that's where things started. After all the council members and the mayor's executive staff rotate through, it'll open up wide to the public. No matter how you cut it, we're going to see a lot more ride-alongs than we're used to."
Lee reluctantly
Sample complete. Ready to continue?